Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings, and this is going to be for Leo in Gemini season. Hello, my Leos. How are you? Well, yes, we're doing Gemini season. Now, you know when I do the longer readings, I'm using 4 decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I then fill in some of those gaps with my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I then go to my Osha Zen Tarot for any kind of words of advice. And then we finish up with, again, Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. Okay? Okay. So, some of our dates. May 20th, Gemini season begins. Then we have May 22nd when the new moon is in Gemini. Remember, full moon to new moon, it gets smaller, get rid of stuff. New moon to full moon, the moon gets bigger, ask for things. This is the best time to do that. Now, on Friday, June 5th at 3:12 Eastern time is when the moon is its fullest. And then it will be in Sagittarius. So a couple of things about this. Gemini season wants to throw off everything that restricts, all boundaries. Now, does that mean that we're all going to be how we used to be? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Things change. We have a new normal. But lots of places are opening up, and even more will be opening up. And if you're not in one of those places, you might be feeling that push to do it. So then we have our full moon that comes in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is, it is adventurous, it is fun-loving, it is free-spirited. It wants to just take that Gemini energy and just run with it. So then we come to June 20th, and that's when Cancer season begins, and that's also when for the Northern Hemisphere, when the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, it comes, and then for the Southern Hemisphere, that's when the shortest day is. So lots of good energy. I feel that Gemini season will be very positive for all of us. Now, or at least it's going to really motivate us, and it will motivate us to get out there. So anyway, I have my 3 cards are face down. Nothing's reversed. Remember, reversed cards have a stronger energy. I am an intuitive channeler, and what that means is I open myself up to my higher power. Whatever the message is that needs to come through, it comes through for whoever needs to receive it. So let's see. The first card for my Leos in Gemini season. Here we go. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron, Leap of Faith, starting new, starting over. Gemini season for you is going to be like a clean slate. It is saying, you know what? Everything you've done in the past has brought you to this point, but now, my Leos, this is where you need to grab it. This is where you need to reach out and grab what you're looking for, what you're wanting. Now, that could be that new job, because I know that Leo season has been rocky road. It's been like rocky road ice cream, but not as sweet, okay? So there's been times that we've had some really good times, and then there's some times that we've had those rocks. Well, Gemini season is clearing away a lot of that. Now, maybe that's because we're getting closer to Leo season, but the Dreamer is, take a chance, try something new. There's also this thing about, not necessarily following the established rule. Okay? So, Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So be aware, be on the look for those opportunities. Pull them to you. Leos, you have such a forceful, energy. Put it out to that universe. Put it out to your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, whoever that is for you. Put it out there what it is you've been wanting, but also put out what you need too. And many times over, we do get what we need, and a lot of times we get what we want also. So let's go on. Next card. Now, new beginnings though, new starts, unexpected, leap of faith. This isn't always, we like it because of our energy. We like that new thing, like, oh yeah, let's try that out. But it does mean some transitional times. So there could be some growing pains with this too. So next card, here we have the moon. So here we have 2 archangel energies. So the moon, now, is that because of the new moon? Remember, full moon to new moon release, new moon to full moon request. Full moon in itself is, release, relinquish, and request. But that full moon will be in Sagittarius. It will be in a fire sign. And it's like, this whole season and this full moon is like made for Leo energy. Totally made for Leo energy. It's like, you should find yourself reignited, invigorated, but reignited is more the word. Now, the moon means that also you have to be aware of your psychic intuition, your connection, like I said, with that higher power. Be aware of it. The moon goes through different phases. Yes, it does affect us. But remember, on that other side of the moon, we never see it. So there's something going on in that background. Things that are going on behind the scenes. A lot of Gemini in itself, now I've not been feeling this for every sign, but a lot of Gemini will be bringing about some karmic reconciliation. And I feel that between the dreamer and the moon, the Leos, you're going to have some of that karmic reconciliation. So some of those times where things have just been like, I don't understand, you don't necessarily have to understand those times, but it's kind of like, the payback, the reward will come. I feel Gemini season very strongly, very good energy for us. I'm a Leo too. So important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. And you can't have fear. Well, you can have fear, but you have to work around that fear, especially if you're taking leaps of faith. Okay, your last card up is the Five of Water. Okay, so now we come up with that Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy, fluid and emotional. Fives are about some changes. Now, remember what I said about the dreamer. Things will open up. Things are opening up. It doesn't always make it, it's not always comfortable though for you. It's not always something, it's like, yes, I want to do this, but it's not, like I said, there's some stretching, there's some growing pains, okay? There's some growing pains, and the thing is, it may not always fit what you think it's supposed to fit, okay? So just be aware of that. Just be aware. And be aware that, there will be some stretching for you. There will be some stretching, and you'll be pulled into possibly some uncomfortable places. But you get through it. Those are challenges that you definitely can make it through. And on the outside of it all, you've got this divine energy. So things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation. So this energy is positive for you. Crying over spilled milk, part of that is like, my Leos, we got to let things go. We got to let things go. You might be being called into a totally new career path. And you're like, well, but this is what I trained for. This is what I've done all my life. And now you're doing something totally, totally different. And it makes you, you don't necessarily have the comfort level. The thing is, though, my Leos, you can do pretty much anything. Believe in yourself. Continue to have that faith. Okay? So let's go on. And I love the dreamer. And those unexpected opportunities. So let's go on with the John Holland. And 1, 2, and 3. Now, with these cards, I really can't tell you if they're reversed or not. The backing doesn't tell me that. So let's see what we have for our Leos. Here we go. Okay, heartache and loss. Letting go. You've got to let it go because, you can't move on and carry that baggage with you. You can't carry that, this is how I wanted my life to be. And no, we have a new normal anyway. You can't carry that into your new normal. You got to let that go. Okay. Next card. Reversed. Triumph. 7. Triumph. It works out for you. Sometimes, my Leos, people don't know how vulnerable you really are. That you do doubt yourself quite a bit because you don't present that. So when that happens, and how much you actually do care for other people. But the thing about this energy, especially, the dreamer, the moon, even the Five of Water, it works out for you. It works out for you. You rush into it, but you also are triumphant. You get it. So it could be that job. It could be that new career. It could be that new, it could be, something on social media for you too, that it just like, psh, okay? Last card for this deck. Okay, reversed. Here we go. Recognition and reward. So not only does it become something bigger. So look for Gemini season to really explode for you. Okay. And I mean explode in a good way. It's to bring you out there, have people see you. You become that celebrity. You become that, hey, go-to person. You become the one with the answers. Okay. And not only do you become this, this person that has the answers and that knows what they're doing with whatever this is, whether this is in your job, you're also rewarded with this. So you're not just recognized, you're also rewarded. So if you've been, so please, 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 if you were, furloughed, laid off, if you didn't have a job, please put it all out there and know that this is, Gemini season looks really big for you. Okay? Okay. So let's go on one last time with these, my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Let's go and see words of advice for my Leos. What does Leos have to know? 1, 2, and 3. First card up. Isolation. So here we have that again. So there is a little bit of stepping back, okay? There is a little bit of you needing to to recoup your energy, okay? So be aware that as things move forward, as you're taking that leap of faith, as you're rushing triumphantly, there is going to be some drains on your energy. So you're going to need to pull back a little bit periodically. I'm not saying all the time, but you're periodically going to need to pull back and recoup that energy. I need to do that periodically myself. Sometimes it's like, wow. And no matter how much you enjoy what you're doing, you need to, make sure you're getting your rest, eating correctly, getting exercise. You need to be taking care of yourself both physically but also spiritually too. Okay, next card up. Slowing down. Okay. There is going to be some energies here that make things a little bit, that actually there's a lot of retrograde type of energy going on during Gemini season, and there is going to be some things that, while things are opening up and getting bigger for you and you're, having that recognition, things are actually going to fall into and maybe it's because you need to pull back yourself, things will fall into a better pace for you. Okay. But with the heartache and loss, I'm being called back to this this is kind of this is also something you used to do before all of this world stuff. All of that, you've got to let that go. Okay, there was something you did, maybe, like I said, maybe that was your career, maybe that was where you really, you shined, and then it changed, and now you have to let that go because there's something so much bigger. There's something so much bigger for you coming. Okay, next card, last card, reversed, ripeness, and this card is when you're ready, the fruit falls. Okay, this is part of this is when you're ready, but Gemini season is telling me you are ready. You are ready for that next. Okay, again, I'm called back to this, but you gotta let So with this, let's see an example. Say that say that you have been, say that you were, again, maybe you were a teacher. That's all you've been doing is you've been teaching. Not that that's all. You've been teaching and you've had, you really were very, very passionate about it. And, you came to a point where now it's time for you to retire. And now that you retire, it's like you have to let that go. You have to let that go because there's something opening up for you that's bigger. So whatever this is, it's like an unexpected boon, B-O-O-N. It's like a gift. It's an unexpected boon from the universe. Okay? I love it when I get weird words like that, or words that, not weird, but words that we don't necessarily use on a daily basis. Okay, now the last deck, our last deck. Let's go on our last deck. Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. Here we go. One. Oh. Okay, we got a bunch of cards that just fell out. So we're going to take them. We're going to do it quickly though. We actually have 5, and oh my goodness, they are all reversed. Face down, all reversed. So let's see. This will be very interesting. Let's see what we have for my Leos. The Empress. Okay, so here we have another archangel energy. This is Gabriel. Gabriel is the divine messenger. I feel, you're going to hear news, you're going to read news, you're going to find out something, somebody's going to reach out to you. But the Empress is about abundance, and to me, the Empress is like the universe giving you something very, very special. Okay? Next card up, and remember, all of these are reversed. So here we go. The 4 of Raphael. And this is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We've had this now already in our readings. So understand emotional energy. And this is again about what you've done. So this is career change. This is career change or life change. This is total change for you. Okay? And there's also a commitment to this change. Okay. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Okay, again, 3 of Raphael, emotional celebration. Reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationship or children. Okay, our 4th one, here we go. The World. So you now have, this is your 4th archangel energy card, and that triumph. This triumph keeps peeking out at me too. So the World, this is Archangel Michael. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Really, like I said, this is like the universe has totally changed things up. And I mean, this is big change for you. Big change. Okay, and our last card, let's see what that one is. Again, this one's reversed. The King of Gabriel. Gabriel is your energy, okay? It's also Sagittarius. It's also Aries, fire, passionate, burning. This is about your job, your career, your passion, whatever it is that brings you money. So this is, my Leos, this season is your season, okay? Now, we're going to hope that this is a springboard for even better coming. So that's what we're going to claim. But the King of Gabriel is generous, inspirational, dramatic, well, what Leo isn't, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So you're having some major, major, major changes with Gemini season. Stretching, growing pains type of thing. Kind of like, maybe it would have been better if I stayed back there. No, this is all totally new for you, and new changes, new starts, new, leaps of faith, all of this. Okay? I like it. Don't necessarily all want to go through it, but, because, maybe take a nap now, but, really very positive energy. Let's claim that one. So, my Leos, you know what to do with the buttons. Thumbs up. And as always, my Leos, know that you are loved, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye-bye.